Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Craft the World. And on this episode, we are going to be continuing where we left off. As you can see, some of my dwarves are still coming back from the death that they just had. And I think on this episode, we're going to concentrate a little bit more on our tech tree, try to do some decorating if we can get to that skill. I know there's a few things we need to do before we can get to that point. And if we have time, I do want to kind of come over here and take out these guys. Actually, I don't really want to kill them. What I want to do is leave them up here. They're going to come down as soon as I start doing what I want to do, but they're pretty far away. As you can see, they're up here at the top. And then they have to come all the way down here to get back to their base. And you can see that's a long, long run. So what I want to do is come over here and attack this thing. There's a beholder over here that I obviously have to kill. And then there's these two little guys. I shouldn't say little, they're actually pretty big, kind of patrolling the area. But I figure if I can get over here fast enough, pull one of my dwarves over here, and set a whole bunch of traps like I did last time, it's going to be pretty good for me. I think we'll be able to kill most of these guys with just a set of traps going all the way across here. I don't know if I can put traps in front of this one, and I'm pretty sure I can put traps over here, but I'm not 100%. And I don't remember if we could put traps directly on these two squares. I think we could put it over here and probably over here. But there may be a few gaps here and there, and you know, it's really not that long to begin with. I think if it was completely filled with traps, that's a decent amount. But since it's not, this guy's actually collecting some of that. He is, the wool. Wow, that's cool. I've never actually sat here and watched them do that. I wonder how many of you guys actually took the time to come over here and just kind of watch them do stuff while your dwarves are off making stuff for you. Probably a lot. I mean, because after a while, watching your own dwarves is not something that's... it's not like it's boring, but it's not overly interesting because you've seen them do it so many times before. In fact, the only reason you'd want to watch them is because you're afraid they're going to do something stupid. And this guy stops every couple seconds and scratches his butt. That's kind of funny. I like that. I like how they put little quirks in there that, you know, don't really add anything to... you know, strategy-wise, like you can't use the fact that he's stopping every few seconds to scratch his butt, you know, to your advantage in any way whatsoever, unless you were trying to time your attack, and, you know, good luck on that one. And what is that going to get you, like one extra hit? It's not going to be that big of a deal, so that's not really a thing. But it's just cool that they threw that in there because it adds, you know, a little bit of realism to the character. It actually gives him a little bit of character, you know, like it makes him feel more than just like this basic, you know, copy and cut paste, you know, from every other level kind of thing. Now we need to give these guys some weapons and stuff. We'll give him the axe. What's he gonna be? He's gonna be a carpenter. Then we're gonna give you... what are we gonna give you? I guess we'll make you a longbowman because we need more of those than anything else. Now, you're a swimmer. That's fine. We'll come back and give them armor here in a few seconds. I'm just gonna give them weapons right now. That I'm not switching back and forth between all of this stuff. You're a swimmer, so you're not going to be really anything unless I can get you... I guess I can give you a weapon. I believe this is the best one I have. Yeah, damage 40. So that's a pretty good weapon. You'll take that. What about you? Dang, man, so many people died. It's freaking ridiculous. I'm just glad I got everything back. What are you going to be? I guess you're going to be an archer as well. Sorry, guys. An archer as well. I know I didn't have enough... you know, good bows for all of my guys. Yeah, see, only the best ones got that stuff. So we do have a few of them who survived. Like this guy's an archer. This guy's the warrior. This guy never had a skill to begin with. Ooh, and I got some helmets, some rusty helmets. 3 armor. I believe that's better. These might be 4. No, they're only 2. Yeah, so that's better. Let's go back. You got gold armor. You should have a better helmet. That's for sure. What about you? Chinton armor, you might as well. In fact, we will go ahead and upgrade. No, I don't want to upgrade him. Yeah, because he's an archer. I'm gonna give the gold armor to the other melee guy that we got. That way, I already have that. We'll give you some boots then. There you guys go. What about you? No, same hat. Yeah, you're set. You could use some Chinton armor right there, and a hat as well. Sorry, guys. I know some of you are like, oh, do this on your own time. I like showing you guys this because some people have not seen this. If they don't play the game, and I've watched other Let's Plays. They don't take the time to show you like what kind of weapons and what kind of armor and the slots that they go in and why they're picking that kind of stuff out. A lot of them, I won't say rush through it, but they don't find that particular, facet of the game all that interesting because they're doing so much of it that when they, are playing it on camera, they're just like, oh, I'm not going to do that. And I think that's, kind of an injustice to a huge part of the game. Like that is a major part of playing this steel weapons. We do want to make that eventually, but let's see. We're going to have to make a mill first, and then we can come down here and do some wooden towers, I think is what we're going to do. So let's do the mill. We have everything but the wood. Of course we don't have the wood. Why would we have extra wood? When is that ever a thing? And we got to replace all these traps as well. Holy crap. Yeah, it's wood harvesting time, guys. I apologize for that. What about over here? You know what else we're going to do? I am going to get control, because I think this is the fastest way to do it. And we're going to come over here, and we're gonna add another layer. We're going to enclose this little cellar over here, because the last few times they've attacked, they've come over here through the floor, basically right here where I'm standing. They dig straight down, and they get into my base rather easy, and I don't really like that happening. Like it sucks pretty bad. So I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna design a little wall system, and we're gonna create a little flooring. Now you could let your dwarves do this, but they take so much freaking time to do anything like this that if you're gonna let them do it, you better not be in a hurry. In fact, you better have like 3 or 4 waves that you can wait for something like this to happen, because sometimes they put these blocks down, and the moment they put one of these blocks down in the back, it has a chance for those vines to grow. And so then you guys have to come up here and clear the vines, and then go back downstairs and get another, or wherever it is, go back down and get another piece of earth. And by the time they get back, depending on how far away they're going and how much the game really wants to torture you, the vines could be back again. And the guy with the earth will get to his location, he'll walk all the way to it, realize that he can't put it down, and decide to leave right as somebody else chops it down. Or maybe he'll chop it down and in the process drop his stuff, or just forget that that's what he was trying to do. Who's getting attacked? Oh, these guys are up here. I had no clue. And this guy doesn't have any weapons, so he must be the new guy. Let's look at that real quick. We need to fix that. We don't want him... Yeah, we don't want him dying right now. He's actually pretty close to that anyways. And he's already an archer, so... Yeah, we definitely don't want somebody with the skill. That way we don't have to go out and buy the freaking book. That's gonna save us a little bit right there. Now let's see, where's my other weapon guy? We're gonna give him a grinding stone. I believe we only have 2 of those guys now. Yeah, I think we had 3 there for a while. Oh, come on, run away already. What are you doing? Why do you want to stand right next to him? That was just crazy, like you're an archer. Act like it, dude. Here we go. This is what you... Oh! Did you see that arrow? It flew over here. I thought it was going to stick this guy. That would have been harsh, but funny. Because it's... Oh, actually, I got to open that up. That's right. Let's come over here and take control of this guy real quick. I forgot that I sealed up the entrance. They have no way of getting back into my base, so we'll do that and release it. Now, at the very least, they have to come over here to this one little spot before they can fall down. And that gives me this whole range right here to put traps down. And if they fall over here, I don't know if they can even get up. So that would be even better. I could actually create like a lift and do a little bit higher if they do get up this way. I know they can build the ladders and things of that sort, but I don't know how well that will work. Who's getting hit now? Where are you even at? And what are you coming down here for? Is there even anything down here for? I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's like one little thing of dirt that's bringing this guy all the way over here. Although I don't see it anywhere here. Where is it at? Like, what is he doing down here? If it wasn't to pick something up, wow, that's strange. I don't think I've ever seen... Oh, there it is right there. He's so close to it. He's like, I could just taste it. I want my dirt. I want my coal. Oh, it's not even working to do. Why are you here? Just go home already. Oh, I'm going to have to waste a portal on you, aren't I? Ugh. Let's see. What do we got over here? We do want to pick this up eventually, but we can't do anything with it right now, so there's really no big hurry to do that. And I do want to come over here. Well, we need to get some more wood, so I just want to make sure this guy's not going to die. And then I'm going to go ahead and start sending my guys up above to start harvesting, because without the wood, we can't build more traps, and we can't progress into our level, at least with part of the way I wanted to go. There is another route, but see, the wooden tower is going to require a lot of wood. Square windows are going to require wood. Steel ladders might not require anything other than steel. I just don't know if I want to... I shouldn't say waste. I just don't know if I want to use all of my steel. And we still have to do the trigger mechanisms as soon as we find the sulfur. And I don't know how you get sulfur, guys. We haven't found it anywhere on the map. I know some of you guys have had that question where, like, maybe it's craftable, and I guess it could be. Usually if it's craftable, you click on it, it would show you that it's somewhere on here you can click, unless I just haven't gotten to that point in the game where it unlocks that actual material. But at the moment, we just haven't found any of this, and it would seem kind of weird that it would give you the ability to make the weapon, but not the materials that you need to actually fashion it. So if it is something you get in your tech tree later on, you know, why would this come first? Like, that should come first, and then this comes. That way you have everything. That's how everything else works in this game. So I'm kind of leading to, like, that's not the case. I'm sure it's going to be on the map somewhere, but when are we going to run across that? I hope soon, because I want to hear what it sounds like when they fire their weapons. I want to see, you know, what that looks like and how much damage it does. Like, I'm excited to see that. Where are these guys coming from? Is there another one over here? There must be another one over here somewhere. Let's see. We're going to select you. We're going to take control. Yeah, holy crap. There wasn't another one. There was just a buttload of dudes. Get out of here. Go home. Go home, little man. Yes. I'll release you there. Holy crap. I don't know where those guys came from other than they survived that last battle when I took this area out. Oh, man, you guys suck so bad. Take control. Get out of here. Get out of here. Let me put a trap down. Oh, get away, get away, get away. Oh, crap. I was going to try to put a trap down. At least that way. Actually, we can bring them down here, maybe? I think there are some traps already here. Nope. There are no traps. No, there he comes. Okay, so let's put a trap down. He'll just get hit by one. Maybe two. Okay. You know what we can do? We can just walk you past that one again. Come on, put it down, put it down, put it down. Yes. Nice. No. Okay, not exactly what I had in mind. Are you trapped down there? I think he is. I don't care. You can stay down there for now. Let's come up here and see if we can actually... There's just so many things I want to do. But this is kind of drawing my attention away for now. Kind of have to take care of this. Ah, they killed him. Okay, that's good. Let's see. Can I get up here? Can I put traps on these ladders, like right up here? Can I do that where they're broken? Let's see. Can we put one here? Okay, yeah, we can. I guess you can put traps on top of the ladders. That is kind of weird, but I guess since you can walk on it, why not? You know, that it seems only fair that if you're able to actually walk across the ladder, that it be considered somewhat of a platform. So, you know what? We're gonna put all these things down. That way, when they come down, they just die on that. It might be the coward's way of doing it, guys, but you've seen just how crappy my guys take hits on this level. It's amazing. Like, I usually don't even get to this point with my armor, and yet even getting to this point, my guys still can't take the hits. Come on, get in here. Oh, you know what? I could have done 2 rows of those traps, and I didn't even realize it. There we go, punk. That is what you get for following me. What I meant by 2 rows is I could actually do this right above my head, and now he'll come over here, get hit by that, and then come down as well. So that's kind of cool. I didn't think of that until now, but we are going to be out of traps here. Well, at the very least, we can get these guys to follow us, because it's better if we do it than somebody else. No, get out of here. Oh, come on. You're always just saying it's better if I do it, and I may have get this guy killed. Man, look how little his life is right now. Can we get him? Yeah, just stay there then, man, punk. Oh, yeah, you didn't like that, did you? Uh-huh. That's right. Come follow me. Yeah. Oh, I'm a sick individual. This is... If you think about it, this is just wrong. on so many levels, you know? I mean, you went up there and you attacked him knowing that he'll follow you through this, like, nightmarish maze of traps, like something out of, like, a horror film. It's just kind of funny thinking about it in those sense because, you know, a lot of the time you just think about, oh, you're playing the character and that's that, and there's not much more to it than, you know, you're moving the character around. But I like to think about the character actually, like if he existed, or if the computer program was sentient and he knew, or she knew, or they knew, or whatever it was knew what you were doing, or trying to comprehend what you were doing. You know, it would be like, how do you justify that? You know, like how would you describe that to an alien that has no clue, you know, what you're referring to? And when you tell them, like, just some of the stuff you do normally, you know, like people who drink a lot and then get sick from it, you know, try explaining, or just try putting that into words, you know, that you drink so much that you pass out and throw up and all that other stuff. I'm like, it doesn't make much sense when you say it. And a lot of things, even, you know, not even drinking, but just everyday, you know, activities, really, when you start breaking it down, sounds so friggin' crazy. So, yeah, I can see this kind of playing out in the game a little bit, too, that, you know, you're doing tasks that completely make sense, but at the same time, if you ever really thought about it, you just be like, no, I don't even get how that ever came to be. You know, like, how did that ever even get started? This guy's making stuff. I should have enough wood by now to do a little bit, and all we needed was one extra. So let's see, we're gonna put the planks in here first. We have 2 of those. The wood kind of is spread off in each one of the little corners, so we can't just double click on it. The stone, however, we can do that. We can put that in the middle, double click on it, and now we need some nails. We have 10 of those. So I think I'm gonna make 2 of these, even though I never really use them. These are mills, and unfortunately the mills use wheat, and wheat I usually either take apart for the seeds and then plant more wheat and then use the remaining wheat for the beer, or I don't really use it on anything else. Like the bread takes coal, and usually I didn't have enough coal to go around, so that wasn't an issue. Like I already knew that I wanted the coal more than I wanted, you know, the bread. So let's see, where are my seeds? We have 34 of those, so we're going to put those down, or start putting them down at the very least. I guess we're going to do it down here. Don't really have anywhere else better to do it. I guess we could come all the way over here. Yeah, I think we'll do it over here. That way, this will be a nice little section just devoted to my wheat process, and it can go pretty far down the road over here, so I have room for expansion if I want it, whereas the other room is pretty big, and I don't really want to waste, you know, all that. Oh, you can't put it under the... Oh, no, I got to put it on the ground. That's right. Let's do this. I don't really want to waste this huge, already open-cut room on wheat. It's not really a waste, but this is a lot of space, and I can do some pretty cool stuff with that. So I want to turn this into a nice room or something like that, whereas I don't really have to worry too much about the other one. In fact, I know I even said I wanted to build a bridge, and I think I built them. I was just waiting for them to be made. So we have those. Let's click on that. We'll put that there. That way we don't have to worry about our guides falling all the way down like they were doing before. And I may actually end up cutting these 2 layers here and expanding that. And I do believe they should have some of my flower reliefs done. Yes, they do. Oh, and they have more stucco. What do you guys think? I think we're going to go with the stucco to start with. But if you guys want to see the stone wall or the flower relief next, let me know. The stucco has more of it done, although in the end I think we're going to have more stone wall than anything else. Let's see, where am I going to put this? We'll put it down here on the buckets, because there's really no reason to have the buckets there. So let's see, we're going to go ahead and replace earth all the way around. And we're going to use some scaffolding when we do this, I'm sure, because it's pretty high up there, and I don't really see how we're going to get that high without it. I'll put a portal over here. Not that I'm hoping my guys will come over here, you know, very quickly, but, you know, because they still have a lot of wood to chop down, so I'm kind of hoping that they're continue doing that more than anything else. Let's see, replace earth. And can I do that over here? I can build stucco. Okay, so we're just going to build the stucco there to give it a nice, you know, solid kind of wall right there. And we may end up digging this up as well and replacing the entire wall all the way up. In fact, let's... Oh, you know what? We have to do the... Yeah, I was going to say we can put the stucco behind it and then put the wall on top, but no, the stucco actually changes when you click on it. Like, it has different patterns that it can do, so with that regard, you know, if you go in there and put stucco down, you can't come back and put a wall on it because it's already going to change the moment you click on it. Like, it won't give you that option. So, let's see, did all my guys get off of that area? No, they did not. You can see there's at least one up here. Oh, they still got 6 minutes left on the scale, so they should be fine there. Or not on the scale, but on the time. Let's see, how are you guys doing over here? Not too bad. I guess it just put it down on the top. Yeah, I guess it did. We may have to... I don't know what kind of wall to use over that. Maybe wood? Maybe we'll go with like wooden walls around the edges. I think that would look kind of cool, because I do like the way it looks when you put it as a floor. It has almost this like mine shaft feel to it, but we've already put this here, and I don't really want to use wood because it's so flimsy, but I guess we could try it. I don't know, we'll have to see. Let's see, let's get rid of this torch here. So I don't really want that so low, and we'll put it up here. Actually, we want to get rid of those lights altogether, don't we? Do we have any of the better ones? The ones that actually give stats? No, we haven't gotten to that phase. I guess we'll leave those there. But we'll have to come back and move these lights. So don't get used to them being there and be like, oh, your lights are in a weird spot. Go ahead and fix that. And I will, but for now, because it's just going to go ahead and... What are these guys working on? Oh, they're finally building that mill. Let's do this as well. And I think they put down the seeds. I think that's what they were spending most of their time for. Yeah. You can see that they were spending a lot of their time putting down those seeds and cutting down that wall. I completely forgot that I had told them to do that, but it's a good idea, good thing that I remembered to do that at the very beginning, because I've gotten to the part in the game where you're like, I wish I had done that earlier, and you keep putting it off, and you finally get further into the game, and you're like, oh crap, now I need a buttload of wheat, and I have to sit there and wait for it to be grown. But if you do it slowly over... We're going to need a lot more of this stucco. Ah, crap. Why didn't I put it down? Yeah, I think we're going to finish putting this down as much as possible. Again, why didn't it put it down? That seems weird. Like, it would click on it and not do it. Only thing I can think of is replace Earth isn't working. Is it because you're so far away? No, that doesn't add up. That doesn't. There we go. That one got put down. We want to replace this as well. Chop that down. Now I have seen that these crystals seem to grow a lot more in almost like tunnels like this, but with nothing on the ground. They don't really need to be too high. When they are pretty high, they don't grow nearly as fast, but they still do grow. And they seem like they grow more often where there's torches. And that simply may be that in places where there aren't torches or enough light, you know, those vines grow. And I don't think, you know, these things down here can grow if this stuff is like completely taken over. Like, there's no crystals in here because these things are taking over the square. So that could just simply be that, you know, you need light. That's kind of what I've been seeing. But let's put this down. Let's see, are you guys out? Yep, they're all out. We need some more wood, so we're going to come up here as well and have them, you know, chop pretty much everything down. This wood, I thought at first, I was looking at it, I'm like, hey, you know, it's just not growing fast enough, but tonight it seems like it's growing pretty fast. In fact, it's growing a lot faster than I can usually cut it down, and that's with me coming up here quite a bit. So I don't really think you need to combine these islands or, you know, build walkways to them so you can have more space. You're more than welcome to. In fact, it'd be kind of cool to connect them so that my guys can walk down, you know, from the top all the way down here, which I might do eventually, but that's a pretty big undertaking, and I would have to do that all manually. Otherwise, that would be like 12 years later, my guys are, you know, 90% you know, dead because they keep falling down to their death trying to do like one block, and you know, I have to use all my power to keep putting portals down just so that they can keep up with each other. And then that just, no, that would not be the project to do, you know, auto dwarf building stuff on. Just, you know, take over one of your guys and kind of do it yourself. It's going to take you a while, but you'll get it done and it'll be a lot safer. Archer's Book increases the damage and accuracy of ranged weapons. So I think we're going to give one of our guys that. And let's see, you're an archer already, you're an archer, you're a warrior. You could use an archery skill, so let's give you that. And let's see, where's our warrior? We're going to make you a warrior. And I think that's everything we got, right? No, we have one more guy in here who doesn't have anything. Well, we're going to give you leather armor and a helmet at the very least. And then I don't know what I want to make you. I think I'm going to make you a mage, because we don't have any of those. And I do want to leave at least one of my guys open to the possibility of something else. Because at some point, I'm going to switch my guys over. In fact, you're an archer. No, you're not going to get that. Wow, the one guy wanted to do something else. Maybe we'll switch somebody else to that. You know what? We'll get rid of this. Because if you're not an archer, you definitely shouldn't have, you know, one of the best bows that I have. Let's put this back on. Guess you're gonna be the mage instead. That way, like I said, I can switch you over later on. Because I'm not really too fond of mages in this game. They're pretty cool. They do a fair bit of damage, especially when you get, you know, some of the better, you know, staffs and stuff like that. But compared to the amount of damage that the melee guys do, or I'm guessing compared to the amount of damage that the gunmen will do, I'm guessing that, you know, because I haven't played them yet, so I can't say for sure. I may get there and be like, these guys suck. I'm never going to use them, but, you know, from what I can see of it and what I can get an idea and the gist of, like, what kind of materials go into it and how hard they are to find, you know, I'm leaning towards the possibility that they're going to be pretty cool and do quite a bit of damage, because they are a new class. They're like, they put them into the game after the fact, so they have to bring something to the table that's unique and that's cool and that's, you know, probably better than what was already there. Otherwise, why not just stick with what's already there? Sorry guys, my earphone sounds like it was going out. I couldn't quite hear anything there, but no. Okay, so you got the last tree. I put way too much portals down on here, but they didn't even pick everything up. And so I'm just glad that nobody has come through at the last second to come over here. So this stuff won't rot, per se, if you come back here in time. And I'm just going to let some trees grow back, and then we'll come back and get all of that. Usually have enough time to do at least that. Now, I am going to come up here, and we are going to start putting some more traps down, because we don't have too long before the waves are incoming. Let's grab all of this. How many traps can we make? We are going to make, you know, 50 is a lot, but yeah, we're going to make all of it, because I'm pretty sure we're going to go through 50 traps with no problem. I mean, you look how many squares are up here, and they quite literally have gone through every single one of them. None of my traps are left, and it's because I was kind of slacking. Like, if you replenish these in between fights, you're going to be okay, but you do have roamers that spawn in the middle of the night. You do have little packs that come over here to kind of annoy you, and you're going to go through a lot of these. And until I can start building some towers that really allow me to kill these guys without having to replenish all these traps all the time. Yeah, look at that. I went through all of them but 3. So yeah, that's pretty harsh. That's quite a bit of stuff there. Now, should I take that down? Yeah, we're gonna take that down, because as long as there's a block here, that means that stuff can grow back on it. If there's no block, if there's no background, see, look how fast that grew back. Now they're gonna have to come over here and chop it down again. That's crazy how fast this stuff comes back. And this guy's still delivering stucco. What about you guys? Where are you going? No, you're still delivering stucco as well, huh? Are they making it, or are they putting it down? I think they're putting it down still. Yeah, and I do have one piece of it left, so let's put that down right there. And again, guys, if you want, because somebody pointed out in the comments, they're like, oh, you should have a cursor on your... when I have the cursor on other videos that I've watched, not just on my games, but on other people's, you know, Let's Plays, I find it kind of distracting, because for me anyways, the cursor kind of denotes where my attention should be, and a lot of the time I kind of want to sit back and soak in the whole picture, because I'm not the one playing and I don't have to concentrate on every little fine detail. One of the biggest things I remember as a kid when I would watch, my brothers play video games is how cool it was to play the game, of course, but when I sat back, I got to take on like a new role. A lot of the time they would miss little details that I would pick up on because they were concentrating on like the main part of the game while my eyes were kind of scanning the horizon and the sides, and they would do the same thing for me. So we would go through the game and we'd be like, oh, wait, go back. Take a right there, and it looked like maybe there was a little path or something like that, and they would go and check it out, and half the time it wouldn't be, but the other half the time you'd be like, whoa, that was a good catch, man, I would never have seen that. And it's true, you never would have seen it because your eyes were focused on just surviving, whereas the person watching, they had the leisure to do that. And I think the cursor kind of takes away from that. Like when I put an object on there so you guys can see where I'm pointing, I think it kind of tells you to look in that direction, and you kind of maybe not pay attention to what's going on over here. And also on top of that, I have a weird habit of doing the figure 8 or the infinity sign like I am doing right now over and over and over again, no matter what I'm doing. If I'm bored, if I'm playing a video game, I'll just do this for hours. And I'm pretty sure that if I keep my cursor on here, at some point you guys are going to see this and be like, what is wrong with you? Like, why do you keep doing that? For the love of God, stop already. So that's why I don't do it. Like I'm still doing it right now, but you guys can't see it. So if you want to see that, if you want my cursor to be on the screen, leave a comment below. I know somebody has said that they did want to see the cursor. I don't know if they knew what they were getting in store for when they asked for that. But now you guys know. Now you guys know my little weird little habit. And if you do want the cursor on, your votes will definitely decide whether I do that or not. I'm leaning towards not, because like I said, it's just weird to do this all the time, and I don't really want your attention just to be on one thing, like when I'm over here and you guys now are not watching over here, because this guy just fell down. Like, that's hilarious. I love watching these guys fall down if I wasn't the one controlling them, because I'm not the one who has to repair them. That would be your job, the one playing. I just get to sit there and laugh at how ridiculous these guys are for just falling down on some of like the simplest steps, while being able to quite literally climb vertically straight up this huge mine shaft and never fall down. And it's just like, if you can do that, if you're good enough to climb up the Statue of Liberty, with just your bare hands, then, climbing up a dirt mound should not trip you up. And yet they do. They still get tripped up with that. So it just seems, very much, unbalanced in some ways if you think about it in that sense. But at the same time, it's funny. If I'm not the one going through it, I would be like, that would be hilarious to watch. And I don't know. That's part of the enjoyment, I think, that I get anyways from watching other people play is just being able to concentrate on other aspects of the game. And I really wanted to play Craft the World tonight. I don't know why. I was going to play a couple other games, including Terror Tech, and I needed to do some videos for that. Unfortunately, that one's bugged out right now because of some patch. But I was sitting at work the whole day, and I was like, you know what? I want to play Craft the World. I want to see what happens when I get further in that. I want to get that sulfur. I want to make a freaking weapon. I want to do so much. I want to kill. You guys have no clue how much I want to kill this dragon so bad. I want this guy dead in the worst way. Like, I'll be at work doing stuff, and this guy will pop into my head, and I'll be like, I want to kill that guy. That guy is going down the next time I get on, and every time I get on, I'm like, I'm just not ready. I just cannot do it. Like, this is the outcome of not being ready, and I do not want my mithril gear and my gold gear and all the good weapons that I have sitting right along with it. So I've been putting it off, but I want to kill this guy so bad, and I want to loot whatever this is and whatever this is over here. You guys have no clue. I've been trying not to show how much I want to kill that guy. Like, I'm some sick little dude who wants to kill pixelated monsters so bad he can't even help it. But yeah, in a way, completely, because that guy is like an obsession to me. He's that great whale that you can't get a hold of, Ahab. It's like you want to know what he drops so bad because you've never seen him, and yet you know it's going to be so long before you get there that it just drives you nuts. And for all I know, you know, in my weird mind, this guy right here could drop, you know, armor that's not found anywhere else in the game, but only falls off of him. Maybe like dragon scale armor or something like that, which is the best armor in the world. Maybe it's flames coming off. Who knows, right? Because I've never killed this guy. And before you guys are like, that's not possible to get armor that doesn't exist in the game. Well, these things exist in the game, these weapons I have right here, but I can't make them. You know, they fall off of the enemy, and that's it. Maybe one day they throw them in there where I can actually make this stuff, but that's not a recipe. So there are items that the enemies have, these skeleton maces and stuff like that as well, that you cannot make. There is no recipe for that. And so, for all I know, this dragon could have, you know, armor that was glowing in flames, or just something weird that will just totally blow our minds. And when you find out that he has that, and you know that he's been sitting here this whole time, you're like, oh, I wish I had just come over here and killed this guy. And that's how I am with RPGs, is I will torture myself thinking that they have like the greatest armor in the game. Because if you don't think that way, chances are you won't take the time and you won't take the effort to go off and explore the path that's less traveled, and you'll miss out on so many good things. Like, I've been rewarded in old RPGs just for going down a dead-end hallway that looked like it was dead-end, but when I finally got there, the wall was slightly askewed, and it actually leads to this entirely new, huge part of the dungeon that had big bad guys and loot galore, and I come out of that feeling like, you know, 10,000 times stronger than when I went in. And you could have completely and totally missed that if you hadn't gone down that path. And that's just happened to me enough times in the old you know, RPGs that I've played, that it's so ingrained in me to do it that I don't even think twice about it. I just like, I gotta go check it out. I got to do that. We're gonna come up here and do some more wood real quick, and I think we're gonna go ahead and end the episode here, guys. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, make sure to leave those comments down below. And I did want to let you guys know that I am possibly going to get a new computer here in the next month, maybe sooner. Really all that's holding me up is my motherboard and CPU. I'm just trying to figure out what the best combination for that would be. I have about $600 to $700 to spend on it. So if any of you guys are computer geniuses out there and you're like, oh, you know a lot about it, you want to give me a couple pointers and say, oh, you know, this is a pretty decent one, go ahead and leave those comments down below as well. I greatly appreciate it. If not, that's fine too. I'll do the research. I've already been doing it, but for somebody who's not incredibly, you know, efficient with stuff like that, man, it sounds like another language when you're trying to figure out, you know, the hertz and just exactly what you're supposed to get on a CPU and how do you know they're compatible. And yeah, it's a lot of information. So either way, we will hopefully in a month or more be playing a lot more games. I know I already do like 7 a day, but when I get the new computer, I'll be able to do so many more in like a fraction of the time. As it stands right now, these 30-minute episodes take about 3 hours to convert, and if you imagine 7 episodes a day, each around 30 minutes, that's 7 times, you know, it's 21 hours basically is how much time I have to spend doing this. And thankfully I have remote access at work to my computer. Otherwise there would be no way I would be able to do this. As it is, I wake up like every 2 to 3 hours during the night. I haven't gotten a good night's sleep in a while, so it definitely will be nice that I'll be able to sleep through the entire night for once, because the new program is going to be able to copy and convert, or not copy, but record and convert at the same time. And so I won't have that huge long extra step. So I'll be able to do the 7 episodes, you know, in about 2.5, 3 hours, depending on how long I make each one. And that's going to give me so much more time during the day when I have days off and just when I come home from work and stuff like that to actually record more episodes from other games. And I have a few other ones that we're going to get into. But again, I don't want to make this video too long, so we will cut it off here, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.